Now, the biggest takeaway from these IPL media rights has been how fast the growth of digital has happened in the Indian media landscape. Now, just to give you an idea, in 2015, if I'm just looking at the IPL media rights, in 2015, the ratio between television and digital was at 90-10. That gap got reduced in 2018. It came down to 75-25. Today, it's gone in favor of digital at 51-49. So what you have right now, for the last decade, we kept hearing digital is the future. But tell you what, the future is here, because digital overall, combining the exclusive, non-exclusive, has gone past television as well. Let me welcome my two guests who join us for a discussion this evening. We are joined by Harish Thawani, a man who needs no introduction, held the India cricket rights for many years and knows this business inside out. Also joining us is Paritosh Joshi. He's a media strategist, and no one knows ad sales in Indian television better than him. I'll get to Mr. Joshi a little later. Let me start with you, Mr. Thawani. Yesterday, when we were doing some number crunching, just looking at macro numbers, and even without the non-exclusive digital, you thought that the digital numbers just didn't add up. Now we're getting to know that it's the same company that's got the non-exclusive rights as well. We're standing in a position where digital has actually overtaken TV. How do you view that?
Well, I think there was a game within the game being played over here. The right to challenge for digital non-exclusive lay in the hands of package A winner, which is reliably rumored to be Star TV. And I think what they did successfully is make sure that they pushed the digital price beyond that of a TV price. It's an optical win. And I think assuming it's Viacom 18 Geo as is being conjectured for the digital, there's no way that they could not protect the main package that they had in package B by letting go of package C, which is the 18, in some seasons 20 matches, non-exclusive digital, because that kind of power in the hands of Star with the premium matches available to them on digital and television would have been considerable difficulty for Geo to monetize their assets. So they had to pay over the top. And, it's just interesting. TV is 23,575 and digital is just above that, 23,757. And that's when Star said, okay, I rest my case. You can take it. So I think there was a little bit of a game between the game. And I maintain my analysis of yesterday that I think the digital rights sale has been, from a P&L point of view, on a bit of a wing and a prayer. From a strategic point of view, depends on what each strategic player wants out of it and can monetize. There are good plans and bad execution, and there are good plans and good execution. I'm sure there's a good plan at play here. Both Mr. Ambani and Uday Shankar and James Murdoch are very, very successful and bright people. How the execution will pan out, time will tell. I think the TV rights have been bought for a smart price by Star. Hats off to them. I think they had the incumbent advantage. They knew exactly what the rates are. They knew what the subscription upside is. They protected their core turf, and they've got away with a decent price. It's monetizable. And they've made sure digital price goes so high that digital can't undermine television. It can compete, but it can't undermine by offering cheaper packages unless somebody wants to bleed the P&L and protect some long-term strategic interests, which is possible. Reliance has deep pockets.
I'll get into the micro as well, based on, what the ad rates are on the show. We'll have the graphics up as well. But before that, let me go across to Mr. Joshi and just give us an, thought on what Mr. Thawani was saying, that yes, there could be strategy at play. We'll get to know whether digital then becomes profitable or not. Do you think that digital has been riding high on emotion, considering that everyone's betting very heavily on it, considering it the future? Or do you really think these digital numbers add up?
The simple answer over the long haul is that, digital will become bigger than TV. It has all over the world. We should expect it to happen in India as well. However, that being said, the reality of TV reach in India vis-a-vis the aggregate reach of all digital media is that television still reaches a darn sight more people than digital does. And certainly on a sustained everyday basis. The family viewer across generations is still a TV viewer. Digital is a personal screen. Digital in the form of the shared screen, in the form of OTT, is a relatively small volume at this point in time. It will grow, there is no doubt about it. We have a 5-year horizon on this particular project. So over the 5 years, at the end of 5 years, can we look back and say that now digital is larger than TV in terms of impressions it delivers? My guess will still be probably conservative and say that at best it will match. But TV fundamentally has strengths in linear TV, which aren't about to dissipate and aren't about to disappear. So I think there is a certain amount of, or a lot of irrational exuberance out here.